So here we are in the wine cellar, and we have a couple of different types of racks that I want to show. So essentially, the one that you see right here, this is the set of ladder racks. The instructions are in the comments section, and essentially I built this after building this other type of rack and being concerned a little bit about the cost and also the design. So I built this one first and then this one second. This one was a lot cheaper. I was able to use pine, and as I said, the full instructions are in the link in the comments. The key with this one is that it is a vertical ladder as opposed to this one, which is a horizontal ladder. So this one you have definitely less stress on the wood, which is why I was able to go with pine on this one as opposed to oak on this one. So the instructions for this one were fairly simple. It's essentially making the same piece of the same ladder about 25 times, and then these cross supports that you see here, just go ahead and tie everything together. On this one, it's a little bit more complex. Essentially, what you have here is, you make these pieces, these horizontal pieces, they're all the same, but you have to make sure that, the spacing is right. The spacing is right here, and we had a little bit of a problem because, as you can see, the magnums are a little tight. So this one here is made from oak, mainly because you're going to see, if I back up a little bit here, that is a 48-inch span, so it will sag in the middle, so I wanted the oak to not have that problem. And of course with the vertical ladder racks you don't have that issue, so that's why I was able to go with pine. The other issue with this one here is that you do require a fairly large board at the end, so obviously a 1x8 piece of oak is going to be fairly expensive. There's actually a better picture over here. So that's fairly expensive, so that drove up the cost. For this rack here, which goes at about 180 bottles, I think it cost me almost $200 in wood for it, so really not cost effective, as opposed to this one over here, which was I think $110 in wood, and it's about 240 bottles of capacity, so definitely a lot cheaper. I'm happy with both, it's just I wanted something lower cost. And I can actually show you one more that I built way back in the beginning, and this is the same design as the horizontal one that I just showed, but obviously a lot smaller. And I really built this out of scrap. So the cross pieces, the horizontal pieces, are from pine, but obviously a lot thicker. So this is 1x3 as opposed to the other pieces, which I think are 1.5 inches 1.5 inches wide. So I just bulked up that to be able to do it. And as you can see, the horizontal pieces here are just pieces of pine that I had cut up. Like I said, I had somehow inherited a whole bunch of 1x, and I just ended up using it in this. For the end pieces, what you have here is essentially same thing. You have to have this big piece, but I just cut it out of 3/4 inch plywood because I wasn't really concerned with how it looked. So at the end of the day, it works the same, but obviously I wouldn't